when we went to the Fort Leonard Wood museums, we had already been doing quite a lot of vlogging together at that point and toured around quite a bit. And so it was like instantly recognizable to us that the Fort Leonard Wood museums were like really high quality because we recognized that they were wax figures and not mannequins. And like we knew the price difference there. Like, oh, we're really spending money on this museum.
Yes, they were very nicely done museums. So the St. Louis Wax Museum, though, so I don't know where would you like, I don't know where you get a wax figure from. Like if you're like, I would assume Madame Tussauds, they make their own. But if you and I wanted to get a wax figure of Dwayne The Rock Johnson, like
there's companies that make them and sell them. I'm sure different levels of quality, like, and actually it's been a while since we've been to a Madame Tussauds, but part of their museum, you know what it is, Hollywood Wax Museum in Branson. That was the other big one that we went to.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So when you go to a Madame Tussauds, they have an area of the museum that explains how the figures are made.
Right.
It's hard to remember. Like once upon a time, I knew all the history of the St. Louis Wax Museum. I think that those figures, the original ones, were from Europe. So it's not like something that somebody just makes as a hobby. It's like you have to buy them. You have
to find a weird German guy that just makes bald-headed heads and sells them. We went to the Wax Museum. Like, so you've got photos from it, but when you took those photos that you were talking about, that was not when we went, but I know you've taken me before we had our daughter.
Yes. So I had been to the Wax Museum in 2008. And then maybe a couple of years later, and like I have to look at those old blogs, but 2008, maybe like 2010. And then I probably took you in 2011, 2012, something like that. So yeah, I'd been a number of times. I have a deep love of this Wax Museum because it was so underappreciated in St. Louis. Like it's been there for more than 40 years. It's been there since 1983. And it was started by a kid when he was a teenager. His family helped him get this wax museum started. I don't know what happened to that guy originally. I believe from what we were told today when we were there, his brother has run it the last however many years. I don't know what happened to the kid that originally started it, but his brother owns it. And back when I first went there in 2008, a cousin of the family was running it, and he clearly loved that place and he was really into it. His name was Charlie. He gave tours. He was really funny. He was just like, I was going through my photos today, and I think he may have actually lived in the museum. Like he had a bed in the museum. He had a bed in the middle of the museum.
Which you could. I mean, that place was huge. I wouldn't be like you could.
We were there today. A bunch of parts of it were walled off because as it turns out, they're getting ready to sell it. And they've been selling off a lot of the figures in better condition.
Yeah, when we showed up, the guy who was at the front first thing he said is that there's no more of the horror stuff.
Yeah, which was 2 levels in the basement.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
And it's all like, we kind of peeked down there, it was completely cleared out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do remember the horror part of it. And that's, of course, probably the easiest thing to sell off is
it was originally 5 levels of fun. Now it is 4.
Who's gonna buy that Salvador Dali? And can it be us?
I know, right? That's my favorite one.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna try to find some way to check the show notes. We're gonna post pictures of some of the shots that we took in here and some of the older shots because I want to find the ones.
I actually have some pretty decent photos from my first visit.
Sad today.
It was very sad.
Yeah, but we also need to get that Cleopatra cleavage in all of its glory there too, and the Jesus on the cross.